Welcome back to another video, guys. In this one, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get retainer video agency clients by working less. So I know the title sounds a little clickbaity, but it's actually true. So I was actually having a conversation with one of my mentees where I was showing him how to run ads for one of his content clients. And he asked me, he's like, so you're telling me that after you shoot the content, you click around and you run these ads and that's all you do? Yes, that's all we do. So I'm gonna break down the old way of running a video agency and the new way, and how I was actually able to build a $1.5 million a year agency. And this is exactly how we did it, guys. We did it by creating really great content for clients, but it wasn't just content for the sake of creating content. We created content with a purpose, because at the end of the day, clients want for you to get them a result with your videos. They don't just want a video for the sake of having one. And frankly, I would even argue that you're doing a disservice to your clients by not helping them leverage the video that you create for them in a better way. And frankly, I personally hate it when I create a video for a client that is top notch. The production is just so on point. The color grade is amazing. Everything that we did for that video was just so freaking good. And then all they do is post it once on their social media and they post it on their website, and that's it. It doesn't help them grow their business. If you are not helping your clients grow their business, then how can you justify asking them for a ton of money? Right? And this is why most people get stuck on doing one-time projects and they're not able to get clients on a consistent basis, because you are not helping your clients afford you for that next project. And so I'm going to break down essentially how we were able to build an agency. We were doing $150,000 a month, and how I was actually able to remove myself from the day to day. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So let's talk about the old way of running a video agency. And so a lot of you started off by maybe offering free work, or you actually started creating work and people started really liking it. And then ultimately you started acquiring clients. And then the way that you are acquiring more clients is ultimately based off word of mouth and referrals, right? And so that is ultimately how a lot of you are getting clients, but it's not a predictable way to fill a pipeline. And oftentimes what happens is that you get a client, then you fulfill, but then once you fulfill, then you have to go back and squirm around and try to, do some prospecting and figure out where your next client's gonna come from. And it's just really frustrating. And so you get a client, you sell them a one-time project depending on your skill level and where you're at with your business. Maybe you're charging them $1,000 to $3,000, or maybe you're selling really big packages from anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000, whatever it might be. But a lot of the times it consists of the same thing, right? You're helping them with a brand video, a story video, their why video, maybe some testimonials, maybe some short form content, and then some photographs to go along with it, right? And ultimately you're selling them this idea that you're gonna help them communicate their story to their target audience so that they can ultimately grow their business, right? But then what happens? Well, like I said before, you might be able to help them better tell their story, but what happens if nobody ever hears that story, right? They might be the best business in the world, and you might have created the best script, you might have created the best video, but what's the point if nobody ever sees it? And so, like I said, you are doing a disservice to your clients by not helping them get more eyeballs on that video. And frankly, guys, it's actually very easy. It is not complicated. And this is where you have to go beyond thinking just like a videographer and start thinking more as a business person, right? You are no longer just a creative. You are running a business, and you need to start thinking like a business person. Even if you feel that you are not good at doing some of the other things, like I'm talking about ads right now. Let's just use that as an example. You might think, Luis, I have no idea how to do marketing. I have no idea how to run ads. Well, you can learn. There's a ton of YouTube videos teaching you how to do this stuff. I teach how to do it in my program. On top of that, you can just hire someone to do it for you. It's all about who, not how. And honestly, this is the transition that you have to go through from being a solopreneur, somebody who just owns their job, to ultimately becoming a business owner, building a team and bringing on the right people. Because if you don't want to run ads, you don't have to run the ads. You can bring somebody on who is an expert at it and they're the ones that do it. But you have to think beyond just yourself, because you are building a business, and therefore if you have a business, you have to build a team. You can't just own your job, right? You'll never have the freedom and the flexibility that you want if you are just a freelancer or a contractor and that's it. So you get clients off referrals, you sell them this real big package, and that's great. You make some money, and then what happens? Like, you just hope they hire you again 3 to 6 months later, and you pray that they refer you. But as you already know, that is not something that is sustainable. That is not something that you can actually engineer. Getting them to refer you can be difficult sometimes. And then if you didn't help them get an actual tangible result, well, guess what? They're not gonna be able to hire you next time because you didn't help them make any money. They hired you because they wanted you to help them grow their business, and they thought video would actually be a way to help them do that. But unfortunately, if you don't leverage that video the right way, well, then they're not gonna get the result that you want. And so this is the old way, and this is why you're not able to get more retainer clients. You're not helping clients afford you month after month after month because you're not getting them a tangible result. And so instead, here's what I want you to do. Here is the new way of building a video agency. This is actually how I build my creative agency. For those of y'all who don't know, I've been an agency owner for almost 15 years now. So I've literally run a ton of different agency models. I started off as a designer. I had a creative agency, and it wasn't until I figured this out for my business where we actually blew up, and I was actually able to create a business that was making a lot more money, but ultimately it was a lot more sustainable too, because at the end of the day, I wasn't doing every single little thing, right? I was actually able to remove myself and actually focus on being a CEO, being a business owner, and doing high level things. And then also just having a lot more time flexibility and freedom. Last year, I took 3 weeks off just to travel all across Europe, and that was awesome. I didn't touch the agency, and it was so freaking cool, right? I'm so blessed to have had that opportunity. But this is how we got there, right? And so this is the new way. Instead of just asking clients to give you money and asking for referrals and asking for word of mouth and different things like that, you're actually gonna build a brand and you're gonna generate demand for your own business. By that, you actually have to be specific on who it is you wanna serve. You have to create compelling messaging, and you have to create an attractive offer that's gonna attract those people to you, right? And through that, you're gonna actually leverage paid ads to generate leads, and you're gonna fill your pipeline with qualified prospects. These are all people that are interested in working with you because they believe that you can help them grow their business, right? And that's where the offer comes into play. Not only are you using video, but you're leveraging paid ads to help your clients get an outcome, right? In this case, now you're actually gonna sell an outcome-based retainer. Theoretically, you can charge a high setup fee for this, or you can just charge a set monthly fee and kind of roll it into a 3 to 12 month contract, however you want to do it. There's different ways that you can actually do this. But instead of creating these videos that oftentimes are not really going to push the needle for the client, you want to help the client create strategic content, and you want to help them with ad offer videos, value driven ads, maybe some testimonials, some short form content. You can also help them with some pictures of their products and different things like that, but with the intention that you're creating this content to help them grow their business, right? So it's strategic content. The scripts that you create for this are gonna be very strategic to ultimately help them sell something. What we would do is that we actually only go shoot content for clients once a year. That's all we do. Okay, we go shoot content, we do a 1 to 2 day video shoot, we grab all the content for that entire year, and then we run that content as paid ads for the clients. And you're gonna help them implement an advertising campaign. Because that's the thing, guys, like the thing that you're selling them is not the video. What you're selling them is the overall strategy, right? And the strategy involves video as creative ad content, right? And then you're gonna help them implement an acquisition system. You're gonna help them run an advertising campaign. And then something optional that you can do, we actually do this in our agency, you can help them implement a lead nurturing campaign so you can make getting them a result a lot easier as well, okay? It's honestly very simple, guys. One of my guys, I actually have a video testimony here on my channel, go check it out, it's from Hamza Ali, but he creates short form content for dentists, and he's just running one ad, and that ad generates leads for roughly around $5. And that's the thing, he's just running one ad, but he created 20 pieces of content for them. You're gonna run this ad for as long as you can until it stops performing. okay? And that might be months. Like I have some clients where I don't touch their ad account and I just run their campaigns for 6 to 9 months and I don't change anything. And so that's the power of having really good creative content. That good creative content can actually perform for the client for a very, very long time. And so once it dies out, well, then you have all this other content that you can go and grab and then run another ad campaign for them. Because like I said, they are not essentially paying you for the videos. What they are paying you for the outcome, right? For the outcome of growing their business. And this is how you can get retainer clients. And this is how you'll actually work less, because once you shoot the content, this goes back to my title, how you can actually get retainer clients by working less. You don't have to go shoot content every single month. Like even most people that still sell video retainers, they're shooting content every single month. Do you know how intense and crazy that is? Like, you know, it's so costly doing all the pre-production, production, post-production, coordinating with the client, getting them to do a good job on camera, and then editing all of that content every single month is such a big task, guys. Like you're spending so much time doing that for a client that it's just unsustainable and it's just not that profitable. Whereas you can go shoot content for them once and then actually just get paid to manage their ads per month, right? And this really only takes 1 to 3 hours per month per account. Like I said, I have clients that I just go check their account, make sure they're still good, and then I just jump off of it. But what's really cool is that you can actually hire an ads manager to do this for you. And ultimately they can manage anywhere from 30 to 50 accounts, right? Because the workload on this is so small. And so this is actually how you can build a more sustainable agency, create the content month 1, but then for the following months, get paid by doing less work, by actually helping your clients get an outcome. And the way that they're gonna get that outcome is through advertising. I have some other videos where I break some more of this stuff down. If you guys wanna learn more about this, follow me on Instagram, shoot me a message. I love to, do a call with you guys and explain this more. But this is literally it, guys. This is how we helped our clients, and this is how my clients are doing this right now. And some of them still shoot content every single month because they want to, but they don't have to, because what's getting the clients the result is ultimately the ads. If you guys have questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you all in the next video.